Everybody at the mainland, out here again, getting ready to do some more runs. We are on docket 11. Let's go ahead and talk to my assistant, see what we got going on. So there it should be for the assigned. Nothing. So we've cleared our docket for the assignments for today. So let's check out what we've got going on optionally. So we've got Vespoids. We need to clear their population, but I'm going after the Gajau, mainly because I've wanted to get some of these monsters on a hook. But I found out we do not fish them because their skin and their hide in their mouth and around their mouth is too tough for our hooks. They bend them straight. So I get to go out and beat the crap out of some of them. All right. Hang on. Let's do a calibration check. Good. 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 And good. Awesome. Anything to take today? Let's see. Yeah. So I've been doing a few odds and ends around the campground and the base camp, and nothing really going on. You see I got a lot of items from a couple of outings that I took. Let's go ahead and get a meal going. Always love it when they give me a good meal. And now we get to go ahead and head out. So we'll go blackout, and I'll see you there. Transit! Sorry about that. Had an interruption. Go ahead and head to where the Gajau are. First, we're going to do a little fishing. I want to see if I can get on the hook here. Now, Dad always used to tell me to cast out and reel in, but I never really thought that was a good idea. So what I use is bobber fishing. Let's see what we get. Oh, I missed it. You know, there's always next time. We're not going to do any more of that. Let's find the Gajau. Pretty easy to spot. Crystal clear water. Let's see if they're up here. I don't see any up here. So the Gajau, they're a bottom feeder, and they look like a catfish. They have the same type of whiskers, and they are able to sense the electrical signals that are given by the food that they eat, which are primarily worms and grubs that crawl around in the silt of the ground underneath the water. Ooh, gotta wade. At least it's downstream. Waiting upstream would be a pain. There we go. There's a couple. And they are aggressive. They do go on land. I've seen them do it. They'll jump up on land, kind of like a spearfish. Or not a spearfish, barracuda. There we go. There's one. And they'll typically be in pairs. There'll be a male and a female. You can tell the male because it's this right here. It's darker color. That's the male. Let's go ahead and get some. See if there's anything to get off of it. Ugh, I hate having to hold my breath when I do this. And this is the female. The female is always brightly colored, which is atypical because typically the male is brightly colored to attract the female, but the males actually are less brightly colored because they are thicker in the scales and the skin in order to protect their nesting ground. We don't have any issues out here with them as far as population goes because they're really easy to perform conservation on. Now, what we do run into for issues is that they will typically become extremely aggressive towards the large monsters, like the Eurytotus or the Juatotus, and they will actually start fighting with it, rile it up, and it will start getting aggressive with pretty much every single monster out there. So this is a little nesting ground. You can see all the females are out here waiting for a male to return. So we'll go ahead and take care of this. There we go. Real easy. There we go. And we're done. See? Real simple job. Alright. So the whiskers that I'm collecting off of these guys have special sensory nerves in them, and we can actually utilize that in some of our equipment. I've been told the carapace that they have, which is the shell on top of their head here, has a very thick armor plating on it, so we can utilize that in our armor as well. Alright, I'm going to go black out, and then we will return once I get back to base camp. Alright, back at base camp, and Poogie is happy. Do you like it? I like your little outfit. Perfect for the springtime. Alright. Let's see here. We should have nothing to really turn in. Yep. Go ahead and assign another request for a large monster. We're going to head straight back out. See, nothing to really do here. And then we will take on another optional. It's good there. Vespoid and capture. Okay, so let's do the capture, because the Kulu-Yaku has been running around rampantly. I was out on a couple of missions before, and it was definitely causing trouble. They grab a rock and use it as a tool to break open different plants in order to eat them. The large fruit. They use it to break open the fruit. And one of them has been running around. It's been aggressive towards the Jagras and causing injury to the population. So what we're going to do, oh yes, I hate coming up, having to do all of these extra mission notes. There we go. Okay. I have done this before, and I will do it again because it's fun to capture a monster. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get a meal. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and head out. So with the capture missions, all we're doing is weakening the monster. So I have to make sure that when we bring it back that it's going to actually stay anesthetized. We used an aerosolized narcotic agent, and what that does is knock the monster out. But since they are very they're resistant to it, so oof and oof. Okay, so they're resistant to it, and weakening them is the only way to take care of that. Where are we at here? Oh no, we aren't. I am not messing with you. Yep, the Rathalos has taken up nesting ground, so we're watching and monitoring that extremely closely right now. And if it does start pushing into any of the feeding areas for some of the herbivores, since those are its prey, the Kestodons, then we'll have to actually start pushing it back, making sure that the Kestodons' migration patterns through the areas are not going to overlap those with the Rathian. And these footprints, I don't know what this one is. Nobody knows what this one is yet. I can definitely tell it's not that large, but it's definitely roaming the area when nobody's paying attention. All right, let's see. Get you. Sleep herb might help. Let's see here. Where, oh where are you, Kulayaku? Let's see here. I'll need to take a moment. I'll be right back. I gotta disconnect.